Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we are going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
Welcome everyone, Paul Wright here, the next episode of the Practiceology 7 Questions in 7-Minute podcast, where we teach you the science of running a highly profitable and successful allied health business that works without you. And all the way from beautiful Winnipeg, Manitoba, Terry Davison joins us. Terry, good to have you on the program.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I talked about the night I was in Winnipeg when Trumpy won the election. That was an interesting night. But what else has happened in Winnipeg since then? That was the biggest thing ever.
Since then, big snowbanks. A lot of snow in Winnipeg since then.
All right. Well, Terry's background. Terry's the president of Juvonno Software, which is an all-in-one EMR solution trusted and administered by more than 5,000 health professionals Canada-wide. And also he's got some other global users as well. He's the owner of Global Office Software. He's a graduate from the University of Manitoba with a degree in economics. And he's all over technology, automation, and time saving, which is we're going to get a drill into today. So Terry, you're right to go. You know our 7 question in 7-minute format. Are you ready to go?
You bet.
All right, I'll kick my timer off and we'll see how we go. Terry Davison, who's your ideal client at Juvonno?
Our ideal client is allied health specifically. We do work into certain surgical centers, but most importantly, our perfect client is somebody that's looking to grow their business.
Okay, question 2. He's sharp and tight. Look at him. Question 2. So what's the problem that Juvonno solves for these guys? What do you solve for them? Sure.
The best solution that we solve is time. Utilizing our system, and we really focus on developing automation tools and tools that will give time back to administrators, give time back to practitioners, alleviating some of the headaches of the manual tasks that they're doing on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's classic. They're all time poor and they're looking for the automation tool that can help them do it. So question 3 then, Terry, with about 6 minutes left. So what are the typical symptoms you've seen from health business owners who struggle with lack of time and poor automation? What are their symptoms?
So the first one I see is, practitioners going home and doing all their charting in the evening. Administrators that are running day-end reports on the weekends and at night, phone calls to patients for their reminders, phone calls for accounts receivable. These are all symptoms. And the worst is the operators, owners that are working in the practice and trying to run administrative tasks that they never get a holiday. And what's worse is when they go to try and sell the business, they're just too key and influential on the business to be removed and be able to sell it effectively. So those are some of the symptoms that I see from the clinics that I've had the opportunity to work with.
You've just looked inside most health businesses, haven't you? You put your head inside there and look around. That's what you see.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've actually been at this for 18 years now.
So question 4, with about 4.5 minutes left. So what are the common mistakes health business owners make when they're trying to automate or trying to get time back? What do they do wrong?
Well, the first thing that I see, or most common mistake, I should say, is that they tend to hire. They figure they can hire more admin staff to alleviate some of these tasks, when in fact what they need to do is really look at the business processes themselves and change the processes. Just adding additional staff isn't actually making you more profitable. It's not solving the issue. You still have hurdles that are taking up time when they don't need to. So I strongly push people, analyze what you're doing on a daily basis, and let's see what we can automate and use tools that you have potentially for free inside your systems without having to hire new staff.
Yeah, they tend to just throw labor at it, don't they? They just throw some labor and some money and hope it goes away. So, right. Question 5 with about 3.5 minutes left. So what's a valuable free action, Terry? What can they do to help themselves at the moment?
So this one might be more specific to the Canadian clients that are potentially watching this podcast, but one thing that I found is there's an exceptional amount of money that's left unused from insurance companies every year. And so this is your patients' insurance plans that are not being fully maximized. So one free tip that I can give everybody, track when your renewal dates are on your patient's insurance, very simple in a spreadsheet or something, and then use a tool like the free version of MailChimp. And, come October, send out a mass email to all of your insurance clients saying, hey, you know what, you've got some unused funds on your insurance program. Give us a call, or go to our website, book an appointment, and let's help you utilize those unused funds. And, maybe we can solve a couple of issues there, plus drive revenue for the clinic.
It's not dissimilar, Terry, across the world. Like Australia, we'll send the health funds over here. We drive very heavily use it or lose it campaigns.
Right.
So it's similar sort of thing. But some people they just don't get to it. They just don't know how to do it. But even as you say, getting a free version of MailChimp, even if you haven't got an email platform, load it in and send them all a message to say, look, use it or lose it. That's low-hanging fruit, isn't it? So question 6 with a couple of minutes left. So what's a valuable free resource, Terry? What have you got that can help them with this? What's in your toolkit?
Sure. So what I'm going to do, obviously I'd love to convert every client into a Juvonno client, but what I suggest is at least go to our website, juvonno.com, and click on the blog section on the top. There's some fantastic articles, some that we've had resources outside of our company help us write as well. Specifically, we recently posted 5 ways to cut your admin time in half. I strongly recommend go to our website and just check out the blog posts. And there's some really valuable information about how you can run your clinic more efficiently.
Yeah, and check out even if you're not Canadian, like I know you've got a lot of Canadian clients, but you're branching into the US and Australia as well. But you've got to get a great software system. And if these guys are about saving time, it's a thing you've got to be into. So well done. Question 7 with about a minute left, Terry. What's the one question that I should have asked you that would give great value to our audience from your insights of decades into allied health businesses?
I'd say that question is, how easy is it to switch to Juvonno?
Oh, that's a good question. Because that's a pain in the bum, isn't it? Switching over.
It is, absolutely. So we've really focused as a company on this particular challenge. Obviously, data migration is probably the biggest challenge that everybody has for moving. So we've actually have a dedicated team that works with our clients to migrate the data across. And we've built tools to allow us to import far more data than most of our competitors. So everything from, obviously patients and appointments, but we're also pulling in historical invoicing, chart data, payment data. We're able to import all of that to make it as simple a transition as possible. So, we can get clients moved over. In fact, I had one last week. They signed up on Tuesday and they were live by Friday. So we can make it very easy for them.
Because it's a pain, isn't it? Like it is one of the stumbling blocks. You'll have heard it. So I love what Terry's done from a business perspective. He's worked out the pain point of switching and he's made it seamless. So you addressed all. There's our timer going on. I'm happy with that. So you've found the pain point that's stopping people doing it, and you've addressed it. And I love what you've done, mate. Well done.
Great, thank you very much.
So what's the website again? Where do they go to get the blog and to get information about Juvonno?
Sure, Juvonno.com, Juvonno.com. And they can check out, you'll find at the top, there's a blog section where you can find all these great articles.
Beautiful. And they can reach out for support there and they can give a demo and all that sort of, I imagine?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Beautiful. Terry Davison, thanks for joining us on the Practiceology podcast.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now, if you haven't registered for and watched our monthly Practiceology demonstration, go to mypracticeology.com. And if you want to get more information about joining Practiceology, you have to have a chat with me first. So book a chat with me to have a talk about whether you're suitable for it. Again, you can book that chat at mypracticeology.com. See you in the next episode.